Hello, I'm Adam Barralet and welcome to this Crystal Connections video where we're exploring 5 essential oils, 5 of my favourite essential oils that you can work with on the blue moon. Now first of all, what on earth is a blue moon? Well, I'll tell you what it's not. It's not when the moon is going to turn blue. No shade of blue whatsoever. Well, this actually comes from about a 16th century term, kind of like, when pigs fly. So it means highly unlikely, so when the moon turns blue. So what does a blue full moon actually mean? Well, it means that there is a second moon in a calendar month. Sometimes astrologers will look at it being a second moon occurring after another one that is in exactly the same zodiac sign, or sometimes people that base their kind of following of the moon with the seasonal changes, it'll be the 4th full moon in a season. So the 4th full moon of summer or spring or that type of thing. Now, remember that a lunar cycle is 28 days, our month is 30 or 31 days, so blue moons are quite rare occasions. You're only going to get one about every 3 or 4 years. So this is kind of like a bonus moon, and so it's seen as being a very magic and auspicious time. It's a time to really reflect, be grateful, ask for healing, ask for manifestation, and also this is a time when I really like to make an oath or a pledge, and will recommit my oath or pledge to myself, to the community, and also most importantly for me, to Mother Earth as well. So I'm going to share with you 5 essential oils that I've been using over the last few days leading up to the coming full moon, the coming blue full moon, and whenever there is a blue moon, I'd encourage you to bring these ones into your life as well. Because this blue moon is seen as an extra auspicious time and a bit of a bonus full moon, whereas other full moons we're focusing on, what sign it's in or what time of the year it's on, blue moons can happen at any time. And so it's like a really great magical time to kind of do some overall magic. A great essential oil that I reach for blue lotus. Now, not only do the colors kind of match, but blue lotus is an amazing high vibration essential oil. Blue lotus allows us to rise above the muck. Just like the flower comes out of the mud and heads towards the light, blue lotus allows us to do the same. This is a really great time during the full moon, when it is a blue full moon, to relax and really get clear again on what you're here to do and recommit to that. Blue lotus will allow you to shed the opinions of other people, whether those be negative opinions or positive opinions, because if we're listening to the bad, we feel bad about ourselves. If we listen to the good too much, we keep on trying to get more and we try and please people rather than listening to our own selves. Blue lotus will allow you to actually really tune in to your own inner guidance. Plus, being such a high vibration oil that helps lift us towards the light, it's really good at connecting with our guides and those beings of the spiritual realms. So whether you're really connected to star beings, to ascended masters, to angels, to different gods, your ancestral guides, animal guides, whatever that may be, inhaling blue lotus, aromatically dressing in it, anointing it on the 3rd eye chakra, even the crown chakra, will really help to stimulate that connection as well. So when you want to kind of reconnect with your spirituality and kind of do a reset, the blue full moon is a really great time to do that, and blue lotus will really help you. Taking advantage of this bonus blue full moon whenever it happens in the year allows us to really connect with the magic of what's happening and to do some manifestation work. Now, you may want to find out which zodiac sign this blue full moon is in, whichever one you're kind of working with. And if it's in, say, Taurus, that's to do with our finances. If it's in Libra, that's to do with our relationships and so on. And you may want to focus on manifesting something greater in that way. But a great oil to bring in when it comes to manifestation work and really resonates with any full moon is jasmine. Now, it's really interesting. In my book, Gifts of Essential Oils, we have kind of personified each of the oils, either masculine or feminine in most cases, to help you kind of get to know the oil a little bit better. Now, we often struggle, myself and my co-author Vanessa Jean, when it comes to jasmine. Jasmine is sometimes known, whereas rose is the queen of the flowers, as the king of the flowers. But still, jasmine has this beautiful queenly kind of energy, has this masculine, feminine energy kind of both within it. And that were exactly the magic of jasmine, we realize, because jasmine helps with magical co-creation. In order for anything to be created, whether it be the conception of a baby, and jasmine is a great aphrodisiac, or the creation of a goal, we need to bring in the feminine energy and the masculine energy within ourselves. We need to bring in our feminine intuitive side, our feeling side, our nurturing side to help a goal, to know what really resonates with our heart and to make sure we nurture it. But we also need that masculine side, which brings that light, brings that progression, and makes sure that we take action in bringing our manifestation into work. So what I love with Jasmine is it's a really nice one. It is quite hypnotic. It helps us relax during the full moon, and it also helps us to create in a really kind of open, joyous, magical, spacious way. Remember, the jasmine flowers are the shape of a star and they blossom at night. So they are this magical flower that has a strong connection to the heavens. So it's an ideal oil to grab during the blue full moon. Yarrow essential oil is a really amazing essential oil, and when it's distilled, it actually produces a chemical constituent known as chamazulene, which turns it a royal blue colour. So hey, it's another real great strong connection to that blue moon. Now, there's some really interesting interpretations or how people have worked with yarrow throughout the different areas of the world. Normally you'll kind of see a commonality, but it does quite vary throughout. In Europe, for example, it's very much to do about protection and soldiers and healing, and it's associated with Achilles and that type of thing. Whereas in the East, it was often associated with being very balanced in yin and yang, and also very good for divination, and was associated with the I Ching. Yarrow stalks were used in the I Ching. And so what you have is you have an oil that brings this purging energy, protective energy, healing energy, also divination and wisdom energy, and also kind of this balance as well. This is all really great stuff to bring in for the blue full moon, because this is a great time to bring in some reharmonizing and some healing as well. One of the most beautiful things you can do on any full moon is not much at all. To slow down and even go and moonbathe. And this can be really good for different systems of our body, and I think for our mind and our spirit as well. Yarrow really helps with, first of all, purging, getting rid of what's not serving us and protecting us from things that don't. And as we kind of relax, as we allow that peace, as we allow, I guess, we stop being so yang and so active and become a bit more still and be a bit more yin, we bring a bit more harmony in. And then our divine feminine side, our intuition can kick in and we can get more guidance. We know that in each full moon, our intuition is heightened, and yarrow, even popped on the third eye chakra, can really, really help with that as well. Now, we've talked a little bit about connecting with different spiritual beings. Well, yarrow has some strong connections to some really potent divine beings. The first one is Archangel Michael. Think about Michael. He offers wisdom, he's protector, he's a healer, all those different types of things. So the blue full moon is a really great time to actually recommit to being a light worker. What is a light worker? Anyone who wants to bring light and positivity and optimism and make this world a better place. And Michael defends those people, protects those people, clears the way for those people. And so aligning with yarrow can really help you to connect with Archangel Michael. Now, yarrow has a strong connection to the mythological creature of Chiron. Now, Chiron is the wounded healer. He who had a rough childhood but came to be a great healer and teacher and trained people like Achilles and Hercules and all these great warriors. He helps us to understand how our wounding of the past can actually be our strength in the future. So working with Chiron can help you to let go of anything that's not serving you and bring in this healing. So get your yarrow essential oil out, get rid of what's not serving you anymore, purge it out, and then recommit to what difference you're going to make and how you're going to make this world a better place as a light worker with the help of yarrow essential oil. What would you do if you could do anything? What do you dream of doing? Well, that is the questions that blue tansy essential oil asks you. Blue tansy essential oil is another oil, when distilled, actually produces chamazulene and has this royal blue color. And I love, again, to anoint that on my third eye chakra. Blue tansy helps us, being part of the chamomile family, to relax into the energy of a blue full moon and then to really stop and dream. A lot of the time, as we get older, our dreams get quaffed by other people who are like, no, you need to be realistic, you need to be sensible, all those types of things. And what we stop doing is we stop listening to our own heart and doing what we want to do, and we almost become the shell of who we are. The blue full moon awakens the magic within us. It really helps to bring us guidance and helps us to do different things. Sitting with blue tansy on a blue full moon, just get for a few moments and just asking the question, what would I do if I could do anything? What are my dreams? And how could I possibly do that? Blue tansy can allow you to do that. Now, blue tansy actually has a connection to the sign Aquarius. Let me tell you how. There was a young, gorgeous man known as Ganymede, and Ganymede caught the eye of Zeus, the top god in Greek mythology. So much so that Zeus asked Ganymede to come up to the heavens and be his cup-bearer or water-bearer, and whenever the gods would feast, Ganymede would be right by his side, like a top servant, a top helper, helping to, make sure that Zeus's cup was never empty. Now Hera, who is, or Juno, who's Zeus's wife, started to realize about how close Zeus was getting to Ganymede and started to get a little bit jealous and was starting to plot, how can I get rid of this gorgeous young man? Zeus got wind of this, and so he gave Ganymede some Tansy, and it made him immortal, and he placed him in the heavens as the sign Aquarius. So, first of all, don't go drinking blue Tansy essential oil, not good for you at all. Still, you can use it aromatically or topically, but blue Tansy has this connection to immortality and being in the heavens. So blue Tansy asks you, what are you going to be remembered for when you go? No one's going to remember whether you finished that report or not. They're going to remember how you made them feel and the massive impact and the legacy that you made. This blue moon is a time, as I mentioned before, to make an oath to the world of what you're going to do for yourself, to nurture your soul, what you're going to do for your community, and how you're going to make a difference in this world, and maybe help to bring Mother Earth back to her former glory that she was in several hundred years ago. Sit with those ideas, work with blue Tansy, and see what bubbles up inside on the blue full moon. Any essential oil that has a white flower has a strong connection to the moon. So that's why I've talked about essential oils such as Jasmine, about Yarrow, Roman chamomile is another great one. But one of the other really magical ones is Neroli. Now Neroli has been used throughout history in many different ways in a seductive and enticing way. Nymphs use the aroma of Neroli, which is orange blossom, to summon young men and women out of their bedchambers at night and into the forest for a night of celebration, love, and beautiful experiences. Now it's also been used by brides to actually help them relax on their first night and form a more intimate interaction with their first night with their new husbands. Ladies of the night have used Neroli to actually entice customers, and even Cleopatra relied on Neroli with a bit of jasmine, anointed her sails as she sailed up the Nile to go and seduce Mark Antony. So, how does this tie in with our blue full moon? Well, what happens is Neroli has this essence that entices you out of your comfort zone. If you do what you've always done, you're going to get what you've always got. And so Neroli helps us to think outside the square, and studies have found that those that smell Neroli can think more outside and more kind of, brand new ideas and out of the box and that kind of thing. So we talked about working blue Tansy and thinking about what's possible. And Neroli helps you to work out, okay, what would I like to do? Now how can I do it? The pleasures are outside our comfort zone, and I think what we need to do in our lives is we need to get this balance of feeling grateful for what we have, but always slightly dissatisfied enough to keep on striving to keep growing and experiencing more. Neroli essential oil allows you to do that. Not in a force throwing you out in the middle of the cold kind of way, but actually in a really nice, calm and enticing way that you're actually kind of curious. As children, we're so curious, we're asking questions all the time, and Neroli helps to awaken that curiosity back within us and help lead us back out of our comfort zone, into the magic, into the mystery. And this is a great thing to do on the blue full moon when we are thinking about how can I be a greater version of myself. So the blue full moon is an amazing time to stop, to check in, to bring in that magic, to bring in that healing, and then recommit yourself to being a bigger contributor to this world on a global stage. Now that doesn't mean you need to become a world-class celebrity or anything like that. It's just, how can I make a slightly bigger impact and a more positive impact in the community, whether it be in my family, the people I interact with each day, whether it be a shopping clerk or service person or delivery person or something like that. How can I just make their day a little bit brighter? And how can I lighten my footprints on this earth to make this earth a better place? The blue full moon is a really great time to connect in with all these different energies. So grab your essential oils out and do that. I'd love to hear what essential oils you like to work with on a blue full moon, and any ideas you have as well. And we can all give them a try. That's what the comment section below is. So please leave a comment, share your ideas, and we can all give it a try. If you'd like some guidance on where to find some pure, really great, high vibration essential oils, my contact details are also found below. I'd love to chat to you about how to do that. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch this video. I'm Barralet. Blessed be.